Shabbat Shalom. This week's Torah portion outside of Israel is Matot Massei. It's also the last 9 days of the mourning period called the 3 weeks, when we relive, commemorate, remember the destruction of the first and second temples. How is these sad days supposed to affect a person's service to God? So there's a story about the Chofetz Chaim. His name was Meir Kagan, Yisrael Meir Kagan, a very famous Jewish law scholar. He lived in a certain town, and in the next town was a close friend of his, Yosef Zundel Hutner, and he asked the wagon driver when he was passing through the next town to please ask Rabbi Hutner for a blessing for him. A few days went by and the wagon driver didn't return, didn't give him any news, and finally the Chofetz Chaim found him and said, look, there's a chazaka, it's a known thing that if you give a Jew a mission to do, he takes care of it, but how come he didn't come back to me? And the wagon driver was embarrassed. He said, I didn't want to tell you what he said, I was embarrassed to tell you what he said. And the Chofetz Chaim insisted, and the wagon driver said, but he cursed you. And the Chofetz Chaim insisted again, and finally the wagon driver said that he said to you that you should go barefoot and wear stones on your heart. Now, Rabbi Kagan was a Kohen, and he laughed. And he said, really, what he gave me were the greatest blessings, and I agree with the first, but I'm not so sure about the second. When he said that I should go barefoot, he was giving me a blessing that I should serve God in the Beis HaMikdash, in the Holy Temple. All the Kohanim would serve God in the Holy Temple barefoot. The second blessing is more complicated. One of the priestly garments of the high priest was a Choshen Mishpat. It was a set of 12 stones that a person would wear as a breastplate. So Rabbi Kagan said that Rabbi Hutner was blessing him that he should be the high priest. The Chofetz Chaim wasn't so sure that he could accept that blessing also. What does this mean for us? We see these days as sad days to commemorate the destruction of the temple. We really have to know that every curse from God is really a blessing, that through our efforts we're going to build a third temple that will never be destroyed, and we will turn these sad times to happy times. Please God, we should see the Mashiach and the third temple quickly in our days. Shabbat Shalom.